Hello everyone. So today we will see the saving function. In the previous video we studied about the consumption function, or we can also say the propensity to consume. So today we will study the propensity to save or saving function. Okay, so it is the same thing, it is same as the consumption function, but the thing is here we will talk about savings. Okay, so what is the relation between saving and income is called saving function. It is the definition here. If it comes, you can write in 1 mark and the symbol here, the s equals to function of y. So it means out of how much money I am willing to save out of my income, or what part of my income I am willing to save. If my, for example, if my income is rupees 1000, so out of these 1000 rupees, how much income I am willing to save? Suppose 500. Okay, so this will be called the amount, the part of income which we are willing to save. It will be called savings function. Okay, it is same as the consumption, but the word here we are using is savings. Now we have to see important point here. First one is the relation between income and saving. Okay, the first thing is there is direct relation between income and saving. If income increases, saving also increases, but less than increase in income. Okay, so it says that if your income is increasing, okay, then your saving will also increase. For example, earlier your income was rupees 1000 and you save rupees 500. Now your income is rupees 1500, so you will save rupees 800. So with increase in income, your savings is also increasing, okay, but in less quantity. Okay, so now the next point is at lower level of income, saving is negative. Okay, at lower level of income, saving is negative, or you can say dissaving, because as we have studied earlier, then that when our income is zero, then also we have to consume. Okay, so from where that consumption is coming? That consumption is coming from our savings. Okay, so it means we are earning less and consuming more. We are earning less and consuming more. Here you can see the example here, the relation between income and saving. Our income is 0, consumption is 40. So from where we got this 40? We got this from our savings. Okay, our income is 100, consumption is 120, 20 extra. Okay, our consumption is 20 extra from our income. So where we are getting this 20 rupees extra? From our savings. Okay, so when our income is less, our savings will be negative or dissaving, means we will not contribute to our saving portion, or we will take money out of our saving. Okay, so if it comes in 2 marks or 1 marks that define the relation between income and saving, you can write these 2 points, that as income increases, saving also increases, and at lower level of income, saving is negative. So these are the 2 relations, 2 points. If it is asked that discuss the relation between income and saving. Okay, now as we have studied earlier in consumption, that consumption function divides into 2 parts, APC and MPC. So in the same way, the saving function is also divided into 2 parts. Okay, APS and MPS. So first we will see the APS, means average propensity to save. Okay, so what it says, the ratio of total saving to total income. Okay, so out of my income, how much part of that income I am willing to save? So basic, the main thing is here is formula. APS equals to S upon Y. S means savings, Y means income. So whenever we say Y, it means income. We are denoting income through Y. We cannot denote income through I. Why? Because using I we mean to say investment, and using Y we mean to say income. So I means investment, Y means income. Okay, you have to remember this thing. So there is a table here. Okay, so it is same as the consumption function table, just we have to find out the APS. So how we will find out APS? The table will be given. Okay, you might be given the income, you might be given the consumption, and you have to find the savings, and from savings you have to find the APS. Okay, so let's see how you will calculate the APS. For example, if you are given the income and consumption part. Okay, so I equals to C plus S. Okay, if we are getting income, so what we will do? We will consume and we will save. So how to find income? By adding consumption and savings. So here if our income is 0, okay, our income is 0, then 40 consumption and minus 40 savings. So 40 minus 40, 0. Okay, so here because our income is 0, and at that situation also, in that situation also we are consuming. So from where we are getting that 40 rupees? We are getting it from savings, means we are taking money out of our saving and putting it into consumption. So we are taking out, means the savings are getting negative here. Okay, so that's why it is minus 40. Here it is the same thing. Our income is rupees 100 and consumption is 120. So that 20 rupees extra we are getting from our savings. That's why in the first two levels our saving is negative. Okay, here our income is 200 and we are spending the exact amount of our income. So we have no money left to save. Okay, to put it in our savings. So our savings will be 0. Now as our income increases, saving also increases. Like here our income is increasing, so our saving also increasing from minus to 0, then to positive numbers. Now our income is 300, our saving consumption is 280, so 20 rupees is left. So where we will put that 20 rupees? We will put it in our savings. Okay, so in the same way, last is 400, our consumption is 360, so the remaining 40 is our savings. Okay, so first we have to find, if saving is given to you in your exam, then it's okay. If not, then you have to find savings, then only you can calculate the APS. Now we have to calculate the APS. What is the formula? APS equals to S upon Y. So you have to put the saving portion here in the above part and Y income 0, so it will be blank. Okay, in the second part your saving is minus 20, your income is 100, so what will be the answer? It will be 0.20, and your saving was negative, so minus 0.2. Okay, so in the same way you will put the saving upside and the income at the downside. Okay, so using the formula you can find the APS. Okay, and where saving is 0, means income is equals to consumption, that's why saving is 0. That point is called break even point. We have studied in earlier also in consumption function. When income is equal to consumption, it is called break even point. So we can say that when saving is 0, that point is called break even point. So here there are 4 features. APS can be negative. Okay, and earlier we have seen that consumption cannot be negative, but here in APS can be negative. Okay, APS can be 0, APS cannot be 1. Means if we are getting rupees 1000 as income, then we cannot save the whole amount. This is our income, so we cannot put the 1000 rupees in our savings. Why? Because we have to consume something for survival. Basic consumption is needed for the survival. If we have to spend at least rupees 10, but we cannot put all the money, all the income in our savings. Okay, so basic consumption is required. So that's why APS cannot be 1. 1 means the whole income. Okay, so our savings cannot be equal to our income. Okay, so you have to remember this thing. This might come in your MCQ exam. Now the last thing is APS can be less than 1, means savings can be less than income. It's true. Okay, so these are the 4 features, 4 elements which you have to remember of APS. Okay, and you have to remember the formula also. Using this formula you can find the APS. It might come in your exam that you will be given the data and you will be asked to calculate the APS and MPS or MPC, anything. Okay, so you have to just find the savings. If savings is not given, you have to find the consumption is not given. It is simple thing. Just you have to y equals to c plus s. You have to try this formula. Okay, y equals to c plus s. From this income, either you will save this either you will consume, or you will save. Okay, so this is the formula for finding your income, your consumption and your savings. Okay, so this was our average propensity to consume. Now next thing is our marginal propensity to save. Okay, so when we say about marginal, it means additional. So if we are getting rupees 800 additional, so we will calculate using that additional income. So our income was this, our consumption was this. You have to find the savings, then you have to find the change in saving. How much difference is there in your savings from the previous saving? Okay, so here you can see the saving is here minus 40, 20. The change in saving. Okay, so how much it is changing? 20. It is decreasing. The numbers is decreasing. Okay, from minus 40 to minus 20 means your savings is increasing. Okay, so that's why it is plus 20. From minus 20 to 0, 20. Then again it is positive. Then again it is positive. So you have to just remember the sign, plus minus sign. You have to calculate very, very carefully. Okay, then what is the change in income? The difference is rupees 100. Here it is 100, here it is 100, here it is 100. So all the values are of 100 rupees. Okay, now you have to put the formula and find the value. What is the formula here? Delta S upon delta Y. It's the same thing which we calculated in the consumption function. MPC equals to delta C upon delta Y. So in the same way, MPS equal to delta S upon delta Y, means change in saving upon change in income. Okay, and how we will find the change? You have seen this by subtracting the lower savings minus upper savings. Okay, so by this you will find the change in savings and change in income, and this change is represented by this delta triangle shape. Okay, this triangle shape is called delta. So change in, it is also called change. So change in savings and change in income, and using this you can find the MPS. You can put the formula here, that 20, this 20 and this 100. 20 upon 100 equals to 0.20. Okay, so you can find this MPS, And next thing is the features. You have to remember that delta S means change in saving will always be less than change in income. Change in saving will always be less than change in income. Second thing, MPS lies between 0 and 1, means if additional income is entirely consumed, then there is no saving. It means MPS can be 0. MPS can be 0. If your additional income is rupees 800, then you can spend the whole income and the saving will be 0. If you are spending your whole additional income, I am saying about the additional income, okay? If you are consuming the whole additional income, then your saving will be 0. Okay, so MPS can be 0. This MPS represents the saving, so your saving can be 0 if you are consuming your whole additional income. MPS can be 1. This 1 represents your income. So MP means S equals to Y. S equals to Y means when it comes to additional income, you can save the entire additional income. If you are earning 800 rupees, then you can save the entire 800 rupees. So this your income will be equal to your savings. Okay, so remember earlier I said when in APS you cannot save the entire income in APS, okay, but in MPS you can save the entire income. Why? Because this income is additional income. Okay, so there is a difference here. You have to understand that in APS you cannot save the entire income, but in MPS you can save the entire income. So your MPS can be equal to 1, and equal to 1 means your savings can be, your MPS is equal to your income. Your saving is equal to your income. If your additional income is rupees 100, your saving can be, your MPS can be 100, because you are saving the entire extra income which you are earning. Okay, now one thing which we have to remember, this might come in your MCQ exam, that MPS of poor is less than MPS of rich. Means the poor people save less and rich people save more. The savings of poor people is less than the savings of rich people. Okay, so you have to remember this point. So these were the features here and formula here. So we have to remember this formula, both the formulas here using APS and MPS. Okay, and one more thing, what is the relation between MPC and MPS? It is equal to 1. The relation between APC and APS equals to 1. So this is very important. This might come in your numerical exam in numerical questions in 1 or 2 marks. Okay, so these are the numericals here. You can take the screenshot and practice the numericals. Okay, so if your APC is 0.6, you have to find if your APS is 0.6, you have to find APC. So here you have to use these formulas. These are the formulas and these are the relations also. Okay, so if it is asked in your exam that what is the relation between MPC and MPS, you have to say MPC plus MPS equals to 1. In the same way, if it is asked that what is the relation between APC and APS, then you will write this thing, APC plus APS equals to 1. Okay, so this shows the relation, and this can be used as formula also. Okay, this can be, I am repeating again, this can be used as formula also. And if it is asked that define the relation between MPC and MPS, then you have to write this thing. Okay, and you will get full marks, no need to worry. Now these are the numericals and using these formula you can solve these numericals. Okay, so first one I will do for you, then rest of the numericals you have to do by your own. You can take the screenshot and solve. Okay, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. So if your APS equals to 0.6, then you have to find the APC. So you have to just put the values in place of these things. So 0.6 plus you have to find APC means x and 1. So x will be taken here, 1 minus this 0.6 will go here. So 1 minus 0.6 is equals to 0.4. Okay, so your APC will be 0.4. You can cross check. 0.6 plus 0.4 is equals to 1. So you have to just put the values in place of these things and you can solve the questionnaire. It might come in your 1 or 2 marks question. Okay, so it is important. The relation is important. Numerical might not come, but relation is important, very important. Okay, so you can take the screenshot, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. So this was all for today. Okay, and so thank you very much.